Now let's have a look at the chemistry CSEC May-June 2017 paper 1. Right? Now, which of the following processes provide evidence for the particulate nature of matter? Diffusion and osmosis. Right, so 1 and 3. Alright, so we've done some of these questions before, so we're just going to be looking at them. The melting point of the chloride. The chloride of 4 elements that is ionic in nature, and it would have the high melting point and high boiling point, right? I think this is sufficient. See, doesn't it lower the boiling point? Doesn't sodium chloride and ionic compound lower the boiling point? Oh no, it's not that you lower the boiling point. It boils faster. Okay, let's just look at this. Which of the following elements has 7 electrons in its outer shell? 7. This would be chlorine. An atom has 20 electrons. When ionizes, it has the same electronic configuration as, so 20 electrons, so we know it has 2, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it ionizes, it creates the same thing as calcium. Wait, not calcium, sorry about that. Argon. So it would be calcium, generally be similar to calcium. When it loses 2 electrons, it goes back to 288, which is argon. Which of the following elements does not form simple ions by gaining or losing electrons? This would be carbon. So some calcium carbonate was reacted with excess dilute hydrochloric acid. The volume of carbon dioxide is evolved, is recorded and plotted against time. Which of the following graphs represent the reaction? So we're looking at, that was added. So the total volume of carbon dioxide. The total volume. Wouldn't it just increase? Well, at the start of a reaction, it would be really quick and then it slows down. But that would be the total volume of carbon dioxide being released, right? Evolved was recorded. The volume of carbon dioxide evolved was recorded. Let's go with this. Right. Number 7, which of the following represents a balanced equation for the reaction between aqueous silver nitrate and aqueous sodium chloride? Right, so look at the reaction between silver nitrate. Right. So the reactions between silver nitrate and sodium chloride. So silver nitrate and the sodium chloride reaction, right? So it would produce silver chloride, right? And silver chloride is HgCl. So this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. So it's right. So the following acids will not form an acidic salt. Probably would be this acid, right? Okay, looking at this now. Sodium reacts with water according to the equation here. Right, the number of liters of molar RTP liberated is 24 liters of RTP. Alright, so the molar volume. Oh, look at the volume. Oh, look at the volume. So 2 would give us 24 dm3. Right, so hydrogen gas 0.1 would give us how many? So it'd be 2x same way, 0.1 times 24. That would give us 0.1 times 24. 24 should give us 2.4, and then x would be divided by 2, divided by 2, 2.4 divided by 2, that should give us 1.2. Right, so the best answer would probably be A. Right, which of the following oxides may show both acidic and basic characters? Aluminium oxide. A mixture of copper oxide and copper sulfate is best separated by shaking and excess water and filtering. Which of the following elements exhibits allotrophy? This would be both carbon and silicon, but we normally focus on carbon in CSEC. Which of the following statements is true of an endothermic reaction? Right, endothermic heat is absorbed from the surroundings. Right, let's look at this. In which of the following substances will electrolysis not occur when an electrical current is passed through it? Right, we're looking at solid sodium chloride. Which of the following are physical properties of ionic substances? High melting point, good conductivity in liquid state 1 and 3. Which of the following substances, when added to pure water, significantly increases water's conductivity? This would probably be sodium chloride. Which of the following, a separating funnel can be used to separate which of solutions? It would be water and kerosene. Right, now we're looking at ionic crystals, simple molecular structure, macromolecular structures, and metallic structures. Which of the above terms describes the structure of sodium chloride? This would be ionic. Copper would be metallic. Wonderful. Right, the pH of fresh sugarcane juice, which is 5 to 5.5, is changed to 7.5 to 8. This would be most likely due to the fact that we have slated lime. It's slated lime, or it's probably limestone. When it's dissolved, it should probably would give it processing by adding slated lime. I think it's limestone granules are added to it, right? Go with slated lime. Which two of the following statements describe acid salts? Their ions cannot dissociate. They form a normal salt when all hydrogen is replaced. Hydrogen of the acid is removed. True. Their anions can dissociate to give hydrogen ions. Their anions cannot dissociate to give hydrogen ions. Could not capable of generating normal salts. 2 and 3. I would believe. A piece of metal is reacted with an acid to produce hydrogen gas. Which of the following procedures should be employed in order to increase the rate of reaction? We can subdivide the metal and increasing the temperature. Yes, 1 and 2. Atomic number of an element is defined as the protons. Which of the following halogens is liquid at room temperature? Bromine. Which of the following statement is true for the equation below? Magnesium is gonna be 0, because anything in its molecular in a regular state would be 0. Right? The element that is used to determine the relative atomic mass of every other element would be carbon 12. Right? Looking at this now, which test can be used to identify an acidic gas? Blue litmus paper observation, red, that would be A. Which would be used for ammonia? Ammonia would be the opposite, B. 29. Which of the following does not take place during electrolysis? Cations move towards the cathode and anions move towards the cathode. It would be anions moving towards the cathode. Here we're looking at what illustrates an exothermic reaction. A would be the best answer. Alright, let's look at this now. The atomic structure here shown. So 13 would be the number of electrons and 27 would be the number of number of protons. So let's look at this. 27 minus 13 to get the number of neutrons. So 27 minus 13 should be what? 27 minus 13 is 14, so it should be 14 neutrons, right? This question repeated, the answer is C. This question repeated, the answer is a carboxylic acid. There. So the following is the name of this. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 butanol. Alright. Which of the conversions above correctly represents the dehydration of ethanol? When ethanol is dehydrated, what is reduced an alkene, right? So it should be C. C for that, sorry about that. Conversions require permanganate, right? Permanganate would probably give us A. Right? Therefore, the reaction producing an S is esterification. Reverse reaction is hydrolysis. Cracking is the process by which large alkene molecules are broken down into smaller alkene and smaller alkene molecules. Right? Looking at this, which of the following processes correctly describes the reaction above? This is a neutralization reaction. The organic substance, when reacted with bromine water, decolorize it immediately. Which of these substances would be an alkene? Glucose is converted to starch or cellulose through condensation polymerization. Compounds in a homologous series, right, differ successfully by an alkyl group. Ethene reacts with hydrogen, chlorine, and hydrogen chloride. These reactions are all examples of addition. Well, addition. Which of the following substances is not a polymer? Right, fructose is not a polymer. Which of the following methods is used for the extraction of aluminium? Right, we're gonna have electrolysis of the molten oxide. Which of the statements above is about sulfur is true? Vulcanization, explosives 1 and 3 only. Right. Here, let's look at this now. Soaps, detergents are soapless detergents, sorry. Are biodegradable. A solution, or is not affected by hard water. Hold on. It could be B or D. Tell me what you think is the answer for 48. A solution, when treated with sulfur dioxide gas, becomes green. The solution contained potassium, right, dichromate. A suitable drying agent for laboratory preparation of ammonia gas would be calcium oxide. When copper 2 carbon is heated alone in a drying test tube, the gas is dissolved and a black residue is formed. The gas expected to be turn relightable spin decolorized is acidified with potassium permanganate or forms a white precipitate with calcium hydroxide. An element that is a non-metal. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Forms an acidic oxide. Alright. So, which of the following observations is likely to, when excess aqueous ammonia is added to a solution of copper sulfate and the mixture is shaken? Alright, we should get a deep blue solution. Alright. Let's look at this. Which metals reacts vigorously with water to produce a strongly alkaline solution? This would be D because it's an alkali metal. Which metal has an alloy which is used in the manufacture of aircraft? This would be A, aluminium. Which of the following reactions would be least likely to occur? Now this is when we're going to have to look at the reactivity series, right? So if you remember, please stop calling me a careless saber. Instead, try learning how copper saves gold. I'll be looking at this. So is magnesium more reactive than zinc? Yes. Is copper more reactive than that of silver? Yes. Is iron more reactive than copper? Yes. So if lead is more reactive than iron, no. D is the answer. Right? the main substances responsible for acid rain would be the sulfur dioxide and trioxide. Which of the following observations is expected when aqueous silver nitrate is added to potassium chloride? Right? We're gonna have a white precipitate. Right? Which metal appears between copper and aluminium in the reactivity series? And this gives it away. This gave it away. Hemoglobin, iron. Which of the following gases will give a positive test with the dry cobalt chloride paper? Remember, it will be water. So that is it for the CSEC Chemistry June 2017 paper 1. Right. So if this was helpful, please leave a like. Right. Please tell me which paper I should tackle next.